What is up, you guys? Little Stocks Bro here, giving you the update as I do every Monday through Friday on the options account, the big, beautiful options account. And today in the market, there was some blood, but as they say, when you can smell the blood in the air, that is when you go out to buy all the cheap contracts on all the good companies. Now, it's kind of messed up, what happens on red days like these, because I'm gonna explain to you what happens on red days like these. Okay, it's messed up, but it's just the way the market works. So what happens on red days like these is that all the stocks pull back, right? They pull back. People see their accounts plummeting, and the people that don't know what they're doing, and the people that don't have emotional control, what they do is they sell on losses a lot of time, or for break even on good contracts or good shares, whatever it may be, that in the future would gain a lot of value. But since they're so scared and see it dropping right now, they sell for losses or for break even, and they sell it to people like me who take advantage of the opportunity and take advantage of their weakness, and they're take advantage of their lack of emotional control, and they pick up the contracts and they pick up the shares on the cheap. And that's what the millionaires do. It's basically the poor people who don't know what they're doing and don't have emotional control in the stock market, selling their stocks, selling their contracts for cheap prices to the millionaires. That's what happens on red days, guys. Trust me, that is what happens on red days. Millionaires, they buy all the time. They buy especially on the red days because things are cheap. It just makes sense to buy on red days. It doesn't make sense to sell. But that's just something that people who are new to the stock market, people who don't know what they're doing, they just cannot, because it's emotionally tied to them. When they see their account go down, they just want to get rid of whatever it's causing their account to go down. And that is the complete opposite of what you should do in the market. But I'm not going to go too deep into that. Let's check the account. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so look, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Down almost $3,000 in one day. $3,000 on my account vanished in a single day. Now, you got to ask yourself, if you were in my position, all right, if you had $27,000 in this account and you saw 3,000 of it, poof, disappear in one day, what would you do? Would you say, fuck this, I'm out, and sell out of everything and just take your money and run? Would you do nothing? Or would you buy more of what it is that's making your account go down in the first place? Be honest with yourself. What would you do? Because the right answer, if you're in the stock market, is option number 3. You got to keep buying the more of the things that's making your making your account go down, because they're cheaper now. They're cheaper. That's the whole point. They're cheaper. So let me show you guys this. The first 5 minutes of the day, we were up about $800. We're sitting at $28,000. I was feeling nice. I think Baba was up around 244. Everything was nicely up, and I was feeling good. And then, guys, it was just pain. $3,000 worth of pain. All right, but you know how we do. When the account goes down, that's when we take the opportunity to buy some contracts. And of course, you guys know we did some buying, and I'll get to that at the end of the video on the spreadsheet. Okay, for now, let's actually start first with the Bobinator. All right, and I sold out of AMD, so we only have to check Baba and XPeng. Baba today down 1%, not even too much, down $2.66. But since we have so many contracts, for us that's a negative $1,100 return. But that's fine. That's fine. That's what contracts do. That's what stocks do. They go up and down. They go up and down. So we have 6 contracts. We have a value of 15,600. It's so low because I actually did sell a Baba. I didn't like it, but I had to do it because when you're poor and you need cash, you have to get it from your own contracts. Okay, I use the money in this account, the money that I have in these contracts, and they make themselves. Okay, I'm not the one putting in thousands of dollars. Since I started the YouTube channel about 3 weeks ago, I've only put in of my own money maybe like $1,500 or $2,000. That's it. But all these other contracts that I've been buying for like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, it's with the money that was already in the account, right? It's with the return that I'm getting. You see this return plus 3,400. Remember, a week ago we were negative 3,000. That's plus $6,000 on these contracts. I used that money to buy more better contracts. Okay, so Now let's go back and let's check Xpengy Pengy. Right? Xpengy Pengy. Yeah, Xpeng got beat up today. I mean, Xpeng got brutalized, down 7.3%. That's disgusting. Down $2.59. It's at $33, but I love Xpeng at $33. Xpeng in the low 30s. Beautiful. I would be buying all the contracts at these prices. And if Xpeng ever wants to go back into the 20s, hey, Xpeng, let me show you guys. Xpeng, what did it do? No, it wasn't this one. Xpeng was at $56 back in the end of January, and it fell all the way into the 20s. You can see here, fell into the 20s, did not last very long in the 20s. Let's see, how long did it last in the 20s? From March 4th to March 9th, 5 days in the 20s, and after that, it did not revisit. It bounced from 30, it bounced from 31, it did not revisit. It did not stay in the 20s for very long. So if Xpeng ever wants to go back into the 20s, I'll be fine with that. I don't care if I see my total return over here go down to negative 5,000. I don't care. Why? Because these contracts are not expiring right now. These contracts are expiring months and months from now, months and months into the future, okay? So taking a look, we have 11 contracts for a value of $7,373. I'm slowly increasing my position on Xpeng as Alibaba goes up, because as Alibaba goes up, the cost of the contracts become a little bit too expensive for me, so I kind of have to switch over to things that are more cheap. And Xpeng is so perfect, so beautiful. It just moves so much and swings so much. I'm gonna make so much money from Xpeng, guys. I'm telling you this right now. But today, Xpeng did take 1,600 from me, and we are again negative on Xpeng. Ugh, sucks, but it's okay. Tomorrow will probably be a good day. Actually, on Xpeng, there is some news coming out this week. Either tomorrow or Friday, they will be releasing a new model for their vehicle, and I'm hoping that causes the stock to blast off, because just the announcement that they were going to do that caused the stock to move up about $1 or $2, just the announcement. So I'm sure when the car comes out, and especially if it's a nice looking car, that'll be a nice day for Xpeng. So sometime this week, hopefully tomorrow, would be nice, would be very nice. But let's get to the spreadsheet so I can show you guys what it is that I bought and what it is that I sold. Here we go. Okay, so the 3 rows we'll be checking out today are this Baba here with the 3 stars, this AMD here in green, and this Xpeng, of course, over here in yellow. So let's start with the Baba over here. We did sell a Baba, as I mentioned. This is my next oldest Baba, my July Baba. We still have one more July Baba, and then after that, all the Babas are in August and September. But we did sell this one. We had 2 of these, and now we've sold. So we are down to 0. And yeah, we sold this one for about $500. We take a look at the profit over here, profit loss. We got 500 back from it. We sold for $23.15. We bought it for an average of $17.60. The first one we sold for basically break even, negative $2. This one we made 500 from it. And then on the bottom over here, AMD. Remember, I did buy a contract on AMD, but it was basically just holding money. It was basically cash, but not in cash. And so since I bought this contract on AMD, we got back from it $40. We bought it for $9.20, sold it for $9.60 2 days later. So basically $20 per day just for holding the contract. At one point we were up 100, but AMD today, along with everything else, fell. So when I needed the money, I sold, got back about $1,000 for it, and used that to buy Xpeng. But before I check out Xpeng, guys, I want to show you the total over here, because I haven't been showing you guys the total. So total for this account, we are currently positive $1,370. It's been 3 weeks since I started the account. We're up about $1,300 on it. That's decent. So far, all these contracts, none of them I've sold for a profit. I've not sold any of these contracts yet for a profit. There hasn't been a single contract where I'm like, man, I'm up a lot on this, let me just take that cash. No, if I've sold any of one of these contracts, it's so I can take the money and use it to buy another contract with it, okay? So all this, that $1,300 plus is basically just extra from what I got for selling the contracts, all right? It's basically just extra. So we're up $1,300 from selling, this Ababa contract today for $500, and then the AMD for $40. So it's basically $600 today that we added to our total. So that's nice. And then lastly, we have Xpeng. Now this is a beautiful contract because it's the first contract that I buy that's for next year. It's still not a whole year out. That's my goal, to get these contracts to be at least 1 year out, all of them. Now I won't be able to do that for Alibaba, which is why I'm slowly divesting from Alibaba as it goes up, because a 1 year out contract for Alibaba is literally going to cost you like $10,000. And I can't do that with my account, at least not for right now. So, but with Xpeng, I can. So I bought these 2 contracts for January of 2022, a strike price of $30, a break even of $40. And again, if you're not aware, this price right here, if Xpeng goes below this price by the expiration date, the contract will be worthless. And this one over here, the break even, that's the price that Xpeng has to be at by the expiration date for me to break even on my money. If it's higher than that price, then I just make money from it. So we bought 2 of these for an average price of $1,020 for a total of $2,000 on that position. And this one's gonna make me a lot of money, guys. This one I'm going to at least double up my money, if not triple up my money, which means from these 2 contracts I'll be getting back about $4,000. That's my goal, because these expire January of 2022. What do you guys think? I'm gonna flip these a month from now? Probably not, unless Xpeng really starts to kangaroo and I could flip these into 2023 contracts. But if not, then I'm going to be holding these for the next few months, 2, 3, 4 months. I'll hold these, and you know, I'm assuming that Xpeng, I'm hoping that Xpeng, over the course of the next 2, 3 months, will go back into the 40s, and at that point, these contracts will be worth a lot more. So that's all for today, guys. I've been really wanting to keep these videos to 5 minutes, but it's difficult to get in all the information. Maybe I'll cut something out that I feel maybe doesn't need to be in the video, but so far, I feel like everything is very important to the video itself. I show you my account, I show you my positions, and then I show you what I bought. It's really hard to keep it to 5 minutes and actually give my thoughts and ideas, because I like to give my thoughts and ideas. I feel like that's the most important part of the video. It's not just seeing, oh, look, this guy made money and what I did. You know, it's actually listening to what I have to say, my mindset on these things. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind, you know, 10-minute videos. But that's it for today, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I have some money saved up in case Baba or Xpeng wants to pull back. I'll be pulling the trigger on some contract buys if that is the case. And let's see what happens tomorrow, y'all. Let's see. Peace.